Hey guys, this is Catherine from Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is your weekly energy reading for June 1st to the 7th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. These are going to be general messages, so I also recommend that you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Also, I'm going to be starting a new series sometime this week. It may even be tomorrow or maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere there, where we're going to be doing daily messages from Spirit. So these are just going to be quick messages, a quick 5-10 minute video maybe that I feel drawn to in regards to messages from angels, your spirit guides, spirit animals, whatever seems to be coming through or I'm being called to for that day. So also remember to check out our mini readings. This is our live show on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, where myself and my co-host Brandon Hauser, we do mini readings for our subscribers. And on Sundays, join us at 2 p.m. where we bring on special guests each week. So these are anybody with a spiritual element. They can be other readers. They may be Reiki or healing or, some other element of the spiritual realm, I suppose is the best way to describe it. Also, if you're interested in a general reading, you can contact me through oracleintuitions.com, or you can message me on my Facebook or my Instagram page. Please make sure you subscribe to my Instagram at oracle_intuitions. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your reading and have an amazing week. Take care. Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading for June 1st to the 7th. We're taking a look into the energies of mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you taking a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. All right, so let's take a look and see what energies are coming in for Taurus this week. All right, for the mind, we have communion. For the body, we have gratitude, beautiful energy. And from spirit, we have planetary cycles. So what I'm getting for you, Taurus, at this time is Spirit is really saying there may be a change coming about within this retrograde that we have. For some of you, you may, maybe you're astrologers. Maybe, that planetary cycles is something that means something very special to you in the extent that you are an astrologist, or that astrology in itself, really does interest you. Maybe that's a path for you to follow. But what I'm getting with this communion, it's like becoming one. Okay, becoming in one with the universe. Have gratitude for your gifts. I'm really feeling a lot of spiritual gifts that are being presented at this time. Maybe perhaps your spiritual gifts are deepening and widening. Maybe perhaps they're expanding in some way. I feel like for some of you, this even could be talking about having grounding energy. Okay, maybe it's time to really ground yourself during this retrograde. Grounding, but also having gratitude. All right, when we have gratitude, we really are grounding. We're grounding to life force, the energies that are being presented to us. They're all around us, and it's like, have gratitude for where you are, rather than maybe perhaps where you were, or perhaps what the next thing will be. All right, it's just having gratitude for the here and the now. It just feels like there's a sense of oneness that is being presented to you, whether this is within a relationship, whether this is within yourself. I feel like a lot of you are really expanding yourselves, or really deepening your spiritual wealth is what I keep getting. And this even could be coming through this retrograde that's being presented now. Maybe perhaps you did just go through this, especially we just had the moon in Sagittarius. It feels like for some of you, it was like a spiritual awakening that may have possibly happened for you. This feels like a beautiful energy, and maybe you're wanting to seek or seek more information or get more clarity towards that at this moment. So let's get some clarifying cards and see what is coming through. Let's see what this is representing for some of you. All right. I love these cards, but the card stock is so thick that I always have trouble shuffling it. So please be patient with me as I fumble through this. All right. Energies for Taurus. All right. Clarification. Yeah, the star. It just feels like there's hope and faith. You know, this could be about something that you're manifesting. And I feel like Spirit is saying to you, have gratitude, have that hope and that faith. The star is about dreams and wishes and, you know, and connecting with Spirit and knowing it's like having trust, okay? Have that faith, that hope. You know that things are coming to fruition in some shape or form. We also have that Page of Cups. So for some of you, like I said, this could have to do with a relationship. Maybe this is a new relationship that's on the horizon, or a relationship being renewed in some sense or some form. All right. And we also have, yeah, a new beginning. A new beginning. So for some of you, this could be a new beginning within a current situation, or maybe perhaps somebody new being presented to you. Again, take it as it resonates. It may not have to do with relationships whatsoever. This could have to do with jobs, careers, whatever it is, or a deepening sense of yourself. Okay, again, you know, because I am getting spiritual gifts coming through in here. I really feel like for some of you, you're becoming maybe more empathic, or maybe you're becoming more psychic, or maybe you're really starting to explore more elements of your own soul. All right, it just feels like there's this new beginning on the horizon that is being presented to you at this time, and Spirit is actually asking you to stay in that place of gratitude. Be grateful for the things that are coming through, even if they're being presented in not the most positive light, because sometimes these are coming through as a form of a lesson or a teaching experience for you in some way, in order for that next step to be presented to you brighter. Okay, so stay in that faith, that place of faith and hope at this time, because it really feels like something is coming through that is going to help the next step in towards a new beginning. It's taking a new step, a new journey. All right, whether that journey is within yourself, a relationship, or some other path. So let's get some clarification and see what's coming in. It might even come through either during the retrograde or at the end of the retrograde. All right, just feels like a learning experience at this moment. So we have Ubuntu, compassion for others. So it feels as though Spirit is also saying to you, look, you have to stay not only in gratitude, but also have compassion for others as you're going through this experience. Especially if you're leaving something and going on to a new beginning. Have compassion for the element that you're leaving behind, or the person that you're possibly leaving behind, or the new cycle that's about to end. Have understanding that, you know, their feelings or their emotions, or again, whatever it is that you're leaving behind, may not be as if we're leaving a situation, some people, you know, they may not be all that happy for us. Have compassion for that. Have that compassion and understanding. Doesn't mean you have to stay with them, but just have compassion for how they may be feeling as you go through this process. All right. It's also saying alone, but not lonely. So again, I feel like for some of you, this might be a new beginning. Understand that if you're moving from one element into the next element, when we're alone, it doesn't mean that we need to be lonely. We're not lonely. We're communing with Spirit, with nature, with ourselves, our higher selves, you know, with the universe. This is basically saying, you know, it's okay to be alone. Maybe as you're going through this, especially, you know, if there's a bit of a hermit mode that's coming through, or just a place where you're feeling that you need to, you know, contemplate your next step, that next new beginning, whatever it is. I feel like this is Spirit saying it's okay to be alone. Just understand you're never lonely. Okay, there's that difference. And, you know, you're surrounded by so many of your own guides, your own angels, your ancestors. You know, you're surrounded by universe as you go through this next step. It's also talking about Virgo. Whatever you choose, will be correct. So if you're in the place of an indecision, a lot of times people are scared to leave a relationship because they're scared of being lonely. And that is so much different than being alone, right? Sometimes being alone is just that next step forward in order for us to gain that strength for that next journey. All right. So whatever the decision is that may be on your mind, or whatever it is that you're contemplating, whatever that, next journey is about, that's about to begin, especially with that Fool card coming in, understand that the choices that you make, especially if they're coming from your heart, especially if they're coming from a place of oneness with the universe, having that faith and that trust that things are going to be okay. Have that understanding that this next step of the journey is going to be the right thing for you, whatever it is that you choose, as long as you're making that decision from your soul and from your heart. Okay? You're going to be supported within this decision, whatever it's going to be. And that's what I'm really getting from Spirit at this time. So let's take a look at relationships. Now remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, or co-workers. They can be a relationship with yourself. So just take the cards as they resonate with you at this time. All right, so let's see what's coming through with relationships for Taurus for June 1st to the 7th. All right. Honeymoon. Beautiful. Enjoy the bliss of a holiday time together. So for some of you, maybe this is, again, a new beginning. Okay, a new beginning within a relationship. For some of you, this could be literally that you're on the honeymoon, right? But what I'm really getting from this is like a new beginning. It's like that fresh, beautiful start. It's like that honeymoon phase, all right, where things are good and fresh. And I feel like this is something that you may be desiring, or something that you're wanting to create at this moment. It's also talking about new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Beautiful energy. Again, I kept feeling, that energy of new. For some of you, maybe you're debating if I should move into this new relationship. All right. Are these feelings that I'm feeling true? Right? Maybe I'm in the honeymoon phase at this moment, and I'm worried about that next step, because right now it's feeling really good, but I'm worried about the next step. And I feel like Spirit is saying, look, have faith and have trust. It's not always going to be a honeymoon phase, right? I mean, that's what a relationship is about. It's not, always walking on cloud 9, but enjoy this phase for what it is. Have the gratitude towards this phase that's coming through. And again, take this all as it resonates for you in whatever type of relationship, that it is. But it really feels like, Spirit is saying it's okay. It's okay to feel, this good and this happy. Have faith and hope, that we're here and we're surrounding you for all levels of what it is that you're moving towards. All right. And we also have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And I do feel like for some of you, this really did have to do, with some sense of, finances or career or something along that line. This might be, leaving one position to go to a next. This also could have to do with, are you not feeling good enough because maybe your finances are not as good as somebody else's, or maybe somebody's are not quite as good as you. I just feel like, again, take it all as it resonates, but I just feel like putting too much worry or stress onto the smaller elements at this time are not benefiting you. Okay, this is a time to release those small little worries or those small little fears or whatever it is. It just feels like there is an element here of just having that faith, that trust that things are, going along how they're supposed to be. All right, these are lessons. For some of you, this might have to do with lessons. This may just have to do with, the next step, learning different elements, for next step. For some of you, I did feel that planetary cycles coming through. So if you're interested in seeking a job in astrology, or maybe, the psychic arts or the spiritual, spiritual arts in some way, this could be talking about that as well. It's kind of saying, maybe move ahead towards that. Okay, maybe this is that validation that you needed in order to start pursuing that career in what you were seeking, or what you've been drawn to, or what you feel like is necessary for you at this time. All right, so let's get some clarification and see what is coming through. Metatron, we have wisdom. Zedkiel, we have security, yeah. And Haniel, we have willpower. It really feels like staying strong through this this process of whatever it is. I feel it's almost like you're scared to enjoy the joy of whatever this is that's coming through, or whatever that new beginning is. It almost feels as though there's an element of fear behind it. So again, take that as it resonates. But what I'm getting here from, from the angels coming through is like, have that willpower, stay strong, stay connected to spirit. Sorry about my phone ringing. Stay connected to spirit, stay connected to your higher self. The decisions that you make are going to be the right one, and you're always going to be supported. All right, they're going to be bringing you the security and the wisdom that you need for this to all come to fruition, whatever it is. But you need that willpower. You need to stay strong within yourself, okay, in order to receive the highest benefit of your angels surrounding you at this time. It doesn't mean that they're not going to continue to guide you if you have doubt, or if you have fear, but it's hard to receive all of the blessings that they're trying to give to you when you're in a place of worry or panic about something. All right, so try to remember that as you take these next step forward. Again, for some of you, this may have to do with the retrograde, and this could be things that are cycling out during this time. Okay, remember that sometimes our triggers come to the surface because of the fact that they need to be released. All right, so if you're feeling that you're in this place of that you have a lot of triggers coming up, or that you're having a lot of fears coming up, or that you're having some old memories resurface, remember that spirit sometimes brings them through, not for you to hang on to them, not for you to focus in on them, but in order for you to release them for the next step forward. All right, so let's take a look into some closing messages from spirit and see what is coming through. Merrick, embrace oneness with the universe. Exactly. This is really what I'm feeling. It just feels like right now this is a place where that connection with spirit is so important, and have gratitude towards what is already in your life here and now, what it is that you've already received in the form of blessings in some way, shape, or form. I feel like for some of you, this could have to do with past loved ones that may have been on your mind as well, and it just feels like it's that confirmation of connecting to spirit, or to their spirit in some way, shape, or form. I get that as well. We also have liberation. This card's come up just about for every sign this month. And I really feel like what spirit is asking of all the signs, or of all people at this moment, is to really liberate yourself from fears and worries, just to let go. You don't need to hang on to energies that are not, supposed to be there, that are there not to serve us. Okay? Just let them be. All right, stay within that energy of that star card, that faith and that hope, and just knowing that things are going to be okay. All right, even if you're in that honeymoon phase at this moment, don't start putting old fears in there. All right, and taking away from that phase where things feel new and fresh. All right, and a lot of times we get worried about that, especially when it comes to relationships. It's like, it feels so good right now, but what if this happens? What if that happens? What if? Get rid of the what ifs. That's what I feel. Get rid of the what ifs and liberate yourself and embrace oneness at this moment. So, Taurus, I truly hope that reading has helped. Please make sure you subscribe. please click like. Don't forget to join us on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock p.m. where we do live mini readings on my channel. And at 2 o'clock on Sundays where we bring on live guests. And thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing week and many blessings.